All right, guys. So it's the it is the what is it? The Monday. It's the Monday before. It's the day before I'm going back home, and I don't think I'm gonna have any time to do content tomorrow. And I feel like I want to talk about this because we're just milking the Hasan cow. You know, it's lol cow. It's lol cow season, baby. And so I'm in the bathroom at the hotel because I'm sharing a hotel with my wife and my mother-in-law, and they're trying to sleep, so I'm gonna be doing this here. This I'm a goblin, baby. We got to get it done because I want to get this up. Should be home soon. By the time this is up, I'll probably be streaming that day, hopefully, unless the flight's delayed. Apparently, there's some turbulent weather. But anyway, this is my new Disney hat. I guess Pokimane did some cookies. I don't know anything about this. All I saw was like a clip of her saying, "If you don't like my cookies, you're poor," and I was like, kind of based, but I don't know anything about it. So apparently, Moistcr1tikal had a take about it, whatever. And then August sent me a bunch of stuff, playlist. So then apparently Hasan molds for an hour about this, and I'm curious about it. And then Moistcr1tikal responds to that, and XQC kind of brings up. So we're gonna try to get through all this tonight. Let's do it, baby. Let's get this started.
I've kept the naughty little secret from all of you for the last 3 weeks, and I
Okay,
feel it's time to just blow the lid off of this and let the cat out of the bag.
let's do
I've
it,
been playing
baby.
basketball on Sunday mornings as well, so that means 2 days a week I'm out there
This is when this guy's supposed to be at church. We should cancel him.
becoming the elite hooping machine I was born to be. You might just see me walk on in the all right, I just hit a full-blown Porky Pig right there. What I was trying to say is I might walk on in the NBA. Totally irrelevant to what we're talking about today, but you should know that I'm out there grinding 2 days a week, pick up basketball. I'm going to be an
Cool.
absolute monster. What's your excuse? Get out there, Buster. Enough lollygagging. We're here to talk about the huge Pokimane drama that everyone is discussing right now.
Okay.
So for those of you that haven't been following, and I
I
imagine a
haven't.
lot of you maybe haven't,
I haven't. I haven't had time, dude. We've been.
though I think there's an equally likely chance that you have. My brain is scrambled. What happened? I,
Hurry up,
I
dude.
left my I
All
left
right.
my frontal lobe out on the
All
court.
right, it's 11 p.m. I want to go to sleep, and I'm 33, and I'm drinking soda that I got left over from Golden Corral because now they let you take to-go cups for all your drinks, and it's gonna keep me up all night. I've got to get up at like 9. Okay.
Today. All right, post lobotomy Charlie, gonna try and lock it in here. Pokimane started a snack company called Mina.
What is it? Mina? Mina snacks? What is? I don't get it. Okay, fine.
It's focused on selling healthy cookies right now with her Midnight Minis.
Are they actually healthy, or are they just like healthy? You know what I mean?
And immediately
It's like Impossible Burgers. They're healthy because they're made of plants, but realistically speaking, they have like the same preservatives as any other meat. So they're like, or any real meat. So they're just as bad, in my understanding.
it fell into controversy because the price point is very high for some cookies. $28 for 4 packs of cookies, which comes out to about $7 per bag.
How big are the bags? Also, who cares? Like, I'm not to be that guy, but it's like they're expensive cookies. Like, if you're willing to, like, whatever, you don't have to buy them. It's not like healthcare, you know?
There's also a lot more moving parts to this drama because a lot of people started to recognize the similarities between Mina's Midnight Minis and Totesi's Midnight Cookies as well.
Oh my God. I can't believe Toadsies. What is happening?
The ingredients on both of these are
Okay.
pretty much the same, except
Okay.
Mina has some added vitamin D. It's extraordinarily
Nice.
similar. Even just giving it the old eyeball test, it looks like the same product.
I guess. Okay.
So a lot of people were saying this is a white labeled thing, which is pretty normal in the influencer space. But she's selling her
Oh, is the idea of it supposed to be like it's the same cookie and the other company knows, but she's buying it through them and then tacking her name onto it to upprice it? Is that okay? I mean, I guess whatever. That makes sense. I mean, I'm literally in Disney right now. Okay, dude, it's so bad. Okay, like, dude, at this hotel I'm at, it's really nice. I think it's the Wingdom or something. We decided to stay here for a night so we can go on the pool and stuff. $20 for a roll of a California sushi roll. It's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's outrageous, but it is what it is.
cookies for much more than the Totsi Midnight cookies. So
Okay.
I'm not here to just really dive into the nitty gritty on the cookie drama itself. There is so much information on it. She's also come out to try and explain that her Midnight Minis are a
Batch of-
refined version of those Totsi Midnight cookies, like her.
A batch of Mina cookies we're actually currently shipping were made 3 weeks ago. They are not a drop ship product, and we own our formula. The cookies they are being compared to are also made by our manufacturer, Creation Foods, which specializes in healthy food. The compared cookies. Okay, so it sounds like that's kind of how it all works. Like, I think the same factors that make Lucky Charms make, um, you know, thrifty tchotchkes. You know what I mean? Like, just the generic brand of it, and then they upcharge it based on the brand of the label. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think those like Frosted Flakes and those Frosted Loops, they're made by the same company, but there's just a different pack. So it's not really that bizarre to me. Especially healthy food. They compared cookies. I had one test batch sold before they were retired. Months later, we partnered with Creation Foods and fell in love with the flavor of the midnight cookie. We then decided to work together to refine and improve the formula. We're really happy that the final product, while the ingredients may look similar, they're entirely different in terms of ingredient quality, blah, 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 the sizes that you're ingredients, of course. I feel like this drama just like doesn't matter so far. I mean, like at the end of the day, all I'm hearing is like, hey, we have somebody make our cookies for us and throw my name on it. I don't care. And they're expensive. Just don't buy them.
Hers are like improved, which is why they're more expensive. And
what's this? This is the thing. And of course, vitamin D refining formula is very common practice in the food industry. Around 70% of foods you see in grocery stores are white labeled. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. The vitamin D addition sounds like, who cares? It sounds dumb. Repricing, making a healthy quality snack, real gluten-free ingredients, and added vitamins. Not cheap practice. If you've been following me for some time, you know I rarely take sponsorships because I try to be mindful of promoting or endorsing products. I haven't sold merch in years. I count my donations, and frankly, if I wanted a cash grab, it'd be silly to do that through a startup because they are extremely unlikely to profit in the first few years. Plus, any profits we make go directly back into creating more whatever. I mean, so far none of this matters.
And this and that. That's not really what I'm here to dive.
Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's whatever. And the only thing that'll mess it up is if she tells you that you're poor because you won't buy her food.
Into and get into the weeds of. She recently went on stream today, and I think did the worst possible maneuver you could ever do when trying to sell something to your audience.
Okay.
When people are like, "Oh my god, $28 for cookies." It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag.
So are they like $7 for like those? Okay, it's still expensive.
I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways,
Matt was actually
a little bit based. Listen, here's the thing: the controversy seems dumb. Just on the bags, whatever. She's repackaging something. I'm sure it's legal. It's common practice. Sounds like, I don't care. Then going around telling people that they're poor or losers if they don't buy it. It's like, okay, you probably shouldn't be doing that. It doesn't make you look good. And it just prolongs the entire interaction. So far, doesn't really seem whatever. It's like, okay, Pokimane's kind of a dick. Like, who would have thought? Like, okay.
The one that sent me this clip today, and I just assumed this had to be some kind of bad joke she tried to tell, but watching the clip, it seems like she's legitimately upset and actually just calling people that don't want to pay for it or can't afford it broke.
Yeah, based. Okay, whatever.
That's an elite gamer move that I had to take a step back to process that she would just say that publicly. I was so dumbfounded upon hearing that
it's not that big a deal.
Actually went back to her stream VOD where this happened.
She's like annoying. What do we expect?
To try and locate this moment to see what happened next. Because this is only 20 seconds. I thought there was a chance that right after it, she's like, no, just kidding. I'm pulling your leg. Hardy har har. Just a joke. She doesn't do that.
I mean, you'd think that she'd be better at absorbing criticism at this point. And just like, why even respond to it at this? Why even respond to the criticism from her take? Like, she's getting criticized for different things all the time, justifiably so in many cases, of course. You know, like why do you care? Why do you care? People are like, oh, this is what I'm used to. Oh, it's so expensive. Oh, yeah. You know what? You're broke. Why care? And also, like, why would you want to even? Like, why would you even want to offer somebody an advertisement for something like that? Like, I don't know. Like, what a bad brand ambassador for whatever this is that she's doing. But why? You know, grow up a little bit. People are being annoying and petty about the price. That's really what it boils down to. Have this response. Just from a professional sense, you just look stupid. Why do that? Okay.
like if you're a broke boy, just say so. Anyways, moving on.
我不想弄虚作假。
我是相信你的能力的，只是现在需要更多的人看到
If
你。
you want to pay $8 for
帮
Twitter
你
Blue for some pixels, that's okay. That's
我
fine.
不能再让你们帮我了。
You spend your money how you
帮
want.
我，可帮到现在，
Bro, I've been spending so much money on Warcraft Rumble. Actually, man, don't tell my wife. I'm like a little addicted to that game. It's like Clash Royale. It's not good.
I'll spend mine how
什
I
么都
want.
是，
And everyone else will spend theirs how they
我不打算
want.
进
That's
花
the
店，
beauty.
也不打算画画。
All right, she's right. I just okay, whatever.
我给你点时间，
What
你
is
好
she?
好想想，
What is she watching?
行吗？
She is.
That seems to be where the topic died, at least from what I've skimmed through here.
Okay.
So it doesn't really seem like she
So like, where's the problem?
was doing this as some kind of like side-splitting comedy bit about like broke
she's
boy,
annoying.
haha, you know, just kidding. I actually love my fans. She does giggle about it afterwards, but it feels more like condescending.
Yeah,
and
it
then
is,
she just
because-
says moving on,
Yeah.
moving on. Like it's
No.
just a really shitty thing to say. And then
It's not really shitty. It's
she
just
does
whatever.
what a lot of other
It's just
people do, which I
annoying.
find really weird, which is mentioning Twitter Blue for some reason. Like, Twitter Blue offers this dog shit service for $8. You spend your money on some pixels, whatever. You spend your money how you want, and I'll spend my money how I want. Well, yeah, nobody's forced to purchase your product or anything, but they were having a legitimate discussion on the price just being a little out of their comfort zone for what they'd want.
Well, they listen. A lot of people just hate Pokimane. I understand why. I'm not saying you should, but so like they're gonna be disproportionate onto her because like she's traditionally a little bit annoying. So okay, so that's what's happening. It's probably pissing her off, and I get it. But she needs to just shut up and let people cry.
Want to spend on it. Like, it's a
Like, what a non-issue. You know what I mean? Like, why even get upset because people say it's expensive? Have your Twitter post and then move on from it.
discussion her own community was having, and then she just out of nowhere, out of left field, is like, if you're broke, just say so. It's like, what the fuck? I have no doubt her manager and her whole team saw this clip and just together took off their hat, stood up, hands on their hips, and they're like, you know what? It was a good try. Hey, we gave it our best whirl. Like, they had to have seen this, and then immediately, like, the office went up in flames.
Oh, probably, yeah.
I don't know what would
Imagine that. They're probably so pissed at her and they just can't express it. She's like the golden girl, you know?
possess her to say something so rude and nasty
It's just dumb,
to the audience
yeah.
she is trying to sell this product to. To directly shame the consumer that you want to buy into your product is a galaxy brain tactic. A strategy that I'm not sure the success rate of. Like, $28.
I mean, there's plenty of Pokimane Sims. They'll probably buy it regardless.
No matter how you spend this, is a lot for some fucking cookies. And I think the way she keeps trying to break it down and rationalize it is pretty disingenuous. It's $7
How much is like a bag of cookies?
a bag, and that's still expensive. But then you also have to factor in that the bags aren't even big to begin with. It's 4 ounces per bag. 4
Yeah,
ounces
yeah,
of cookies
it's
for
like
$7 is still a lot, especially when you compare it to the product that they're basing it off of and supposedly approved upon, the Tootsie Midnight Cookies. Those were $10 a bag for 14 ounces. So even
Really? That's crazy.
off of and supposedly approved upon the Tootsie Midnight Cookies, those were $10.
Why are they so much more expensive? Is that real? That's insane. These are like the exact specs. Holy fuck. Whole thing doesn't have a lot of extra vitamin D in it. Maybe she farts in the bag. I would buy it. Like if Pokimane farted in the bag, I would buy it. You know what I mean? I would but just a bag. I don't even want the cookies. You know? Although they'll probably soak up a lot of the fart juice. So honestly, I would not want to smell her farts. Like, I'm not a big fan of Pokimane. $7 a bag. Oh, guys, if you join the snack club, it's $6.30 a bag. Okay. Oh, it's not even that. It's the $28 one isn't even free shipping. That's insane. So you actually have to pay for like shipping too. I'm just looking on my phone. It's hard to do it on the computer with those. This is wild. I don't even know whose farts I would buy. Maybe Lindsay Shaw's farts I'd do. Bro, I'd honestly buy Gabby Hanna's farts. I don't know what it is, though. It's fucking crazy. I think should be cut from the video.
A bag for 14 ounces. So even though the Tootsie Midnight Cookies were $3 more per bag, they offered you 10 ounces more of product. And they were sold in Costco. A lot of people really enjoyed them, but most people didn't like the price. That was a pain point of that. $10 for a bag of cookies is a lot. So $7 for a smaller bag of cookies, significantly smaller, is a lot too. Like, it doesn't matter how you boil down this math. All roads lead to this being an expensive product. That's the brass tacks of it. That is the hard pill to swallow. There's really no way of spinning this where $28 for a
They just look like little bath bombs. Why would I want this in my body?
4-pack of these cookies
Not that I'm concerned with what I put in my body. I'm an animal.
isn't expensive. It is. And to try and call people broke for not buying it or not being able to afford it is really some out-of-touch shit. And the really foul part about all of this that my little noodle will never be able to wrap itself around is a streamer calling their audience broke or poor. Bub, your wealth was built on their backs. Them watching you supplied you with money through the ads that get played to them. Them directly donating to you took their money and gave it to you. If they weren't watching you, you would be getting no sponsors, which make up a lot of streamers' income. You need them, and you are dropping trouser and shitting in their mouth right now by just insulting them over them having legitimate criticisms over the price point of the product. It makes no sense. Your wealth was accumulated because of these people you're now calling broke and poor. It is incomprehensible.
Listen, I'm not trying to be that guy, but like this part is just like we get it. You know what I mean? Like she's an asshole. You know what I mean? It's like here's my thing. The cookies are ridiculously expensive. It's stupid. Make fun of her for it and move on. But to me, this is like a little pearl clutchy. It's like, okay, yeah, she's a rude asshole. She's not really insulting her own audience for the most part. It sounds like she's insulting like other commentary people that are like bitching about it. Like what? It's just okay. I mean, I wouldn't go on an hour-long crybaby shit festival like Hasan did, but okay. Like, yeah, it's bad, guys. This is okay. It's not that big of a deal. You know, just don't buy the cookies.
You were
It's
made
not like healthcare. You know?
from these people that you are now shaming. It's so weird and so fucked up. Now, again, $28 for 4-pack of cookies.
They probably like to be shamed. They're fucking weirdos.
It's a hard bargain. This is already priced out a normal consumer. This is purely for your fans that want to support you. So they are the only ones that will likely be buying this. $28 is not going to be like mass adopted by just normal snack shoppers and enthusiasts that want a good healthy snack, I don't think. It is a lot, even compared to other healthy alternatives. Because I do get healthy snacks. I know what a lot of these prices are. This is still an expensive product. I wouldn't be paying $28 for a 4-pack of cookies unless that came with 5 strippers and legitimately every vitamin and nutrient my body could ever need, and then guarantee that I'd get 3 inches taller by the time I finish the 4 bags. Now, that's not saying that the quality of the cookies is bad or something. Like,
I wish I was 3 inches longer. That'd be 4 inches.
they look good. They might be extraordinary. I probably would enjoy them. They're probably pretty tasty. But they are an expensive product that I probably wouldn't pay for. This is definitely something that is 100% geared and marketed towards her audience of fans that want to support her. And now she is publicly shaming a big chunk of them, I imagine, who don't want to spend $28 on some cookies. Like, it's a very fair thing for people to talk about. Like, hey, Pokimane, this is kind of a lot for the cookies. And for her to go on stream and boil it down to people being idiots who can't do math or a broke boy is just, it's so mean and just bad. Like, not only just from like a personality perspective to say some shit like that and shame people that support you, but it's also just bad from a business perspective because this is all sold off of your reputation and people wanting to support you, and now you've done a huge disservice to that here. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. And it's something that 3 years ago she criticized another streamer for. Like, it seems like she recognizes that insulting your audience for their financial situation is horrible.
What was that? Was that Alinity or something? Some girl that was like, you can't spend $5 for a sub to watch me? Is that what we're talking about?
Thing to do.
Am I right about the name? Oh, I think it is. If $5 is an irrelevant amount of money, then she shouldn't need the $5 from your subscriptions. If she argues it adds up to multiple people, yeah, I mean, it's virtue signaling Pokimane. Like, she never cared about anything.
3 years ago, she made these tweets in response to someone who was like shaming their audience over like not donating $5 or subbing for $5. I saw people passing around these tweet links, and like she clearly was able to recognize then, like, hey, a lot of people that want you might not be in the best financial situation, but that doesn't mean you need to be, you know, nasty to them about it or make them feel bad about it or try and shame them or insult them. Then 3 years later,
Give me money, bitches.
she just did. I don't know how this is going to play out for the future of her new snack company. It's definitely not a great start, not really hitting the ground running. A bit of a stumble here, I would say. But I guess who really knows? Maybe her audience responds really positively to this kind of thing. I'm not certain. Personally, I feel it's a terrible look. I've never really respected when people try and look down on others who have less money than them or insult them for, you know, not being as wealthy as they are. I think that is just absolute trash behavior. So this was a pretty surprising clip to see floated around today. That's really about it. So yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like I said, like, obviously she's being annoying. It's not that big of a deal overall. The criticism is fine. I don't know what Hasan is going to ramble on for an hour about, though. I feel like it's not that deep. Like, there's what is he going to have a meltdown about? There's no way. What does this turn into, though?
Watching the clip, it seems like she's legitimately upset and actually just calling people that don't want to pay for it or can't afford it broke.
Like, here's the thing. Charlie knows Pokimane. Charlie's met Pokimane. What do you think? You think really she's like anti-poor? Like, that's what's going on? Like, come on, dog. That's crazy. New Charlie vid, but it's cookie drama. Pokimane situation is horrible.
I've kept a naughty little...
Oh, yeah. What?
Okay.
I don't want to get into this, dude. I don't want to get into this. The Pokimane thing is the Pokimane thing. Here, let me tell you what the Pokimane drama is, okay? Everyone's favorite content creator.
You don't want to get into it. Why are you getting... Oh, nice. I suppose. Why are you getting into it?
Absolutely fucking hate by like an audience of incel lords. Comes out with a new product. Obviously, everybody tries to rip it apart and is like hyper critical of it, hyper scrutinizing
There's probably a level of truth to that, but her cookies are outrageously expensive.
it. You can't do
That's the thing. That's the thing. Is that like it's just like it's a general thing where it's disproportionate criticism, and people who disagree with me on this are just, you hate Pokimane because you're a fucking incel. No, I'm just kidding. It is. It's true. It happens like all the time on the internet. People, there's something to reasonably criticize somebody for, and then it gets disproportionate depending on how much or how little somebody hates. Either disproportionately high or disproportionately low, based on the favorability of the content creator to certain other groups of people. You know, people who do commentary tend to be more critical of Pokimane. I don't know how many commentary people there are that are like guzzling her fucking, you know, squirt juice. I don't really know. Seems like most commentary people are like more, I don't know, right? I don't want to say right leaning, a little edgier. I don't know. Or people who care about this stuff that do commentary. Are there any like lefty commentary people? I guess Hasan. Maybe I just don't know those spaces.
You're not allowed. You do that, you know, people are gonna yell.
Like actually talk about this. I don't know.
Oh, okay, you did that. Now you came out with a cookie. Everybody yells about it. Everybody freaks out. Everybody fucking loses their mind over it. Except it doesn't really go anywhere. Why does it not really go anywhere? Because overall, it's just a product. It's not like they can't really find anything crazy about it. Okay, they can't really find anything too crazy. So, you know, it's about to die down. And then, as far as I understand, this morning or yesterday or some shit.
So then, like, why are you talking about it? Don't you think you're having a negative impact by jumping into it?
Like, posted about it. She had the audacity to fucking make jokes about being like, "Oh, y'all are broke," which was insensitive, but it was very clearly a joke, right? Immediately, everybody takes it super seriously and goes, "How dare you say that?" And now everybody's yelling at her because they actually found something that you can actually.
Well, listen, like I hate that I'm doing this. Jokes are jokes, I get it, but jokes aren't just jokes usually. Usually there's like a level of truth to joke, or there's something behind it. There's a point to a joke, right? So if like you're making a joke about how people are poor because they can't afford a cookie, you're probably at least very least trying to be insulting of them as a response. Personally, I don't care. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It seems a little pearl clutch that we care so much about this, but at the same time, like obviously her intention was to be disrespectful in some capacity. So.
Yell about rather than the first thing. $28. What is it? $7 a bag. It's like expensive cookies. They do this to you too. Clip something from an 8-hour broadcast to create a narrative. Exactly. It's usually the same exact people that yell at me. They're yelling at her. Yeah, Mr. Beast sells chocolate. Nobody's mad about that. Mr. Beast also sells chocolate at like literally Walmart levels at this point, which is like
Yeah, but his chocolate that he sells is cheap. It's not expensive. I've bought it before. It's not bad either.
Mass industrialized.
Who cares? It's affordable. Mr. Beast sells affordable chocolate.
So way higher clip than the Pokimane cookie situation.
Secret from
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you dumb?
all of you for
Well,
the
yes.
last 3 weeks.
Mr. Beast is well liked. Mr. Beast is beloved by all.
Mr. Beast doesn't sell his chocolate for unreasonable amounts of money. He's taking like the Jojo Siwa approach to it, trying to make it available for everybody rather than trying to make it some kind of like an elitist candy or whatever. It's like, but okay.
The incels don't want to touch him, obviously.
This is why people think he sounds fucking stupid. It doesn't matter what he talks about. He sounds like a fucking moron.
The cyber harassment community's top 2 favorite targets are you and Poki. Exactly.
Then I feel it's time to just blow the lid off of this and let the cat out of the bag. I've been playing basketball on Sunday mornings as well, so that means 2 days a week I'm out there.
Mr. Beast don't overcharge as far as I know. I mean, the thing is, the cookies are, first of all, the cookies are expensive. Of course, they are $7 for 1 bag of cookies. The difference is, how much do you guys think a bag of Chips Ahoy cookies are? They're $4. So
No, not for that much. What are you talking about? Not at all.
oh, Chips Ahoy cookies are $4 a bag. Okay, she's charging $7 a bag.
No, Chips Ahoy cookies aren't $4. Dude, this is just dumb. Okay, whatever.
Now, that's almost twice the amount, right? That's like a lot. That's a big upcharge, is what you would say. Except the difference is, it's supposed to be a higher quality of cookie. I don't really give a shit personally, but that's the only reason why it's $7 rather than $4, because it's not Chips Ahoy. It's like supposed to have palm oil and you know, all this
What?
shit that you have in it. Like it's not mass produced. It's not mass produced cookies. That's the reason. Yeah, equivalent vegan cookies at Trader Joe's cost $6.
There's no way it's Chips Ahoy costs $4 for 7 ounces of a cookie. Like I have to, it's like, dude, like how much research am I really gonna have to do on fucking cookies? Didn't Charlie say that it was like $7 for 4 ounces of cookies? I mean, why does it just doesn't even matter? Holy fuck, I'm gonna really do this right now. Dude, this website is terrible. Terrible. A 4-pack of cookies. The serving size are about 4 servings per container. So $7 for, I don't know, what's 28 grams times 5? Is it 112 grams of cookies for $7? What the fuck? How much does a Chips Ahoy cookie cost? We go to Amazon. I mean, I just feel like they're more expensive than he's leading on, but who cares?
A box. I don't know what these freaks are talking about. I thought it was 28. Did she drop the price? No, it's 28 for 4 bags. Also, you do not have to buy it. Nobody's forcing you to buy it. Exactly. But of course, that doesn't matter. People are mad because they're mad. They want to be mad. This is a good avenue to be mad about. Now that she like responded to it, now that she replied to it in a way that they can like clip and get mad about, it's Jover. It's Jover. 100%. It's the same shit over and over again. No matter what you do, look. People are gonna be hypercritical of you if people don't like you, if people want to make something out of you. Okay, this is the clip.
Oh my God.
This is the clip that now is going viral and everybody's getting mad.
When people are like, oh my God, $28 for cookies?
The big mistake here is that she thought that she could be a woman online, and then also
The biggest thing is that she even responded. What the fuck? Dude, stop at the verse. You said, no. She thought she could be a woman online. Like, maybe there is more criticism to her because she's a woman. Also, I just think she's a bitch. Like, dude, like, what? Is this a hot take? Like, what the fuck? Of course, she's just a stinky fuck. She just sucks. She's a shitty person. Don't like her. She smells like shit. She's such a doo-doo monster, you know? Like, that's it. It's $1.25 for 1 ounce pouches of Chips Ahoy. What's a gram to an ounce? Dude, this is crazy. Math is wild. Gram to ounce. Okay. Wait, how many? 1 ounce is 28 grams. Wait. Okay. All right. Listen. So 350, $1.75. It's actually not that much, I think. So I think that a 1 ounce of Chips Ahoy cookies, like a little bags, is like $1.25. And then her cookies are one ounce. Right, 28 grams is 1 ounce. I guess it's not that much more. It's really not that much more expensive, I guess. Okay, whatever.
come across as not super serious in this very important moment.
It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just like so. When
It's
people
funny because like everybody always says Pokimane.
How many servings are in a bag? Like, I'm looking at it, it says 4 servings. How many cookies are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, that actually might not be a bad deal. Whatever. What am I doing?
And
Okay,
so
whatever.
It's such a businesswoman. This is literally a joke you would probably make on stream and nobody would say shit. First of all, people would absolutely say shit if I made this exact same joke. And I have. And they do. The difference is, if this is a joke that Charlie made, nobody would say shit. If this is a joke Ludwig made, nobody would say shit. Because those guys are...
Okay, so each bag is 4 ounces. So it's 4. Yeah, each bag is 4 ounces. This actually is not a bad deal. So each one of these bags is 4 ounces. It's $7 a bag for 4 ounces. So what is 7 divided by 4? They get like $1.75 each. It's really not that bad of a deal. It's $1.75 a bag for 1 per ounce. Versus Chips Ahoy that sells it for like $1.25 an ounce in like these individual bags. You know, maybe it's not the best proportion of the bag, but it doesn't really seem like that bad of an upcharge, honestly. I think her response was just shitty, but whatever. I'm giving this too much energy.
Are not exactly considered offensive targets by incels that will take something and then go, that's the most serious thing anyone's ever said. It's a joke that XQC gets away with on a daily basis. But again, people in his audience, they look at that. People in his audience will look at that and go, well, that's my favorite streamer. I like him. I know him. I know his background. I know where he's coming from. Okay? That's the difference.
Coming from a penis.
Shirt, $60, the comments have been made before. Exactly.
People are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies?
Problem is,
4 bags.
knives are out.
That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
So yeah,
Becoming the elite
got the black t-shirt on. You know it's serious.
machine I was born to be. You might just see me walk on in the all right, I just did a full-blown porky pig right there. What I was trying to say is I might walk on in the NBA. Totally irrelevant to what we're talking about today, but you should know that I'm out there grinding 2 days a week, pick up basketball. I'm going to be an absolute monster. What's your excuse? Get out there, Buster. Enough lollygagging.
I gotta play him
talk
again.
about the huge Pokimane drama that
I gotta play him again. It's been too long. He's talking a big game right now. I don't like it.
everyone is discussing right now. So for those of you that haven't been following, and I imagine a lot of you maybe haven't, though I think there's an equally likely chance that you have. My brain is scrambled. What happened? I left my...
Where the fuck is he going? What is happening here, dude? I thought he stopped doing this. Why watch the video? Oh my god.
I left my frontal lobe out on the court today. All right, post lobotomy Charlie.
He doesn't even need to get up and walk away. Like, what is... Okay.
I'm going to try and lock it in here. Pokimane
Oh
started
my
a snack
God.
company called Mina. It's focused on selling
Does he have... Okay.
healthy cookies right now with her Midnight Minis. And immediately it found a controversy because the price point is very high for some
Does
cookies.
he have Bluetooth earbuds in or something?
$28 for 4 packs of cookies, which comes out to about $7 per bag. There's also a lot more moving parts to this drama because a lot of people started to recognize the similarities
I don't see any earbuds.
between Mina's Midnight Minis and Tootsie's Midnight Cookies as well. The ingredients.
I think it's from the same manufacturing facility. Like they went to a manufacturing facility, and they were like, "Here, this is a discontinued."
Guess
like,
he
accumulated
does.
batches of cookies. And we talked about this extensively in the drama proportion of the podcast, which I highly recommend you guys watch when the Fear and podcast comes out. Also, I'm
No.
not offended the price point at all. Of course, it's fucking overpriced. It's just how overpriced is it? Is the real question. $7 for a bag of cookies when the cheap hyper manufactured version of it is $4. I think it's pretty valid. For an
Okay,
influencer
sure.
branded cookie. You know what I mean? Here's a really fun thing you can do though. Don't fucking buy it. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but you have the option to not fucking buy the cookie. Just like you have the option to not fucking buy the t-shirt.
How is
I know.
this an hour
I know it's
long?
crazy.
I don't know
Crazy
if I
to think
could
about.
sit
Just
through
don't
this.
fucking buy the cookie. Who the fuck is like, no, dude, I'm at
Irrelevant
gunpoint. They're holding me at fucking gunpoint right now.
nonsense
Pokimane
for
being
this
this fucking white knight. I've been moderating her chat for 8 years. You don't understand. I have to buy all the cookies.
Okay, listen. How much? I don't think that there's that much more of this that I need to watch. It's an hour and 10 minutes of him rambling about it. Like, he's not wrong. I don't like Hasan. He's a really worthless human being. So far, Pokimane's situation, it doesn't really seem that bad on the overpriced, amount. Like I said, the same amount of Chips Ahoy would be $1.25, whereas these are $1.75 per ounce. It's whatever. Obviously, the Chips Ahoy, if you buy them in a higher bulk, they'll be cheaper, but you get my point. Whatever, not that big of a deal. I think Charlie's video is reasonable to make call her out for being kind of rude, but it kind of hams it up a little bit, in my opinion. I feel like it's not that big of a deal. Whatever. Then Hasan's sitting here saying it's all incel bullshit. I go, whatever. He mauls for an hour and 10 minutes. Nobody needs to see that. He's not going to make any particular point. Any point that he's made has already been made. What else?
No, I know math is hard.
What else could he possibly say?
So all you're gonna fucking end up doing when you do this response is you're gonna give more fuel and give more ammunition to those who are looking for.
Sure, yeah. She should have just shut the fuck up and not responded. Okay. So whatever. Okay, cool. What's the next one? This is a 3-minute clip. Let's just watch this. Moistcr1tikal. Natural
People getting
healing.
timed out in Hasan's chat for agreeing with your pokey take. I don't know if I believe half this shit. I feel like a lot of times on Twitch chat it's just people trying to fan flames of controversy. It's like the most cold take ever. Why insult the people that made you money? Calling them broke. Why shame them? It's bad taste. It's bad business as well. Like, that's not a crazy take. Like, I don't know who would be getting timed out for saying that. I didn't do anything brave. Thanks for use of Adam and Bish. Because the person who was complaining about the price wasn't part of the Pokies community. You think it was one person? Brother, it's just expensive, that's all. And that's all people were pointing out, is that it is expensive. Like, there's not even, like, a controversy there. Like, if you want to get into the nitty-gritty of, like, value, it's fine. It's not like a scam, it's just bad value. And people are like, it's expensive. It's expensive. And then she just says, if you're broke, say it. It's like, what the fuck?
I'm sure it's more than they're just expensive. I'm sure people are being obnoxious about it. But then again, what the fuck do I know? Who cares? I mean, she should know this by now. Just shut up. You know what I mean? Just tell her to shut up and stop doing.
It's just mean. It's like the simplest thing ever. There's not a whole lot of nuance to it. Pokimane cookie live reaction. If I had her cookies right now, I'd probably really like them. Eyes might roll into the back of my skull. But at the end of the day, it's still $28 for 4 packs of cookies. That's a very expensive item.
What else is
That's it. And there's nothing wrong with people pointing that out. It's not. It shouldn't have even been like a controversial statement. It is extremely expensive, especially compared to other options. So there's no reason to shame people for not wanting to spend that on a snack.
Okay. What the fuck's happening? Oh, that's
Like,
not me. That's the video.
Don't know enough about King Von to say. I know who it is. I don't know like the history of King Von though.
Okay. I think he's a black guy.
You see Hasan?
That's all I gotta know.
What I don't understand what was controversial about my video. It's like the simplest thing ever. I feel like chat's just lying about Hasan like ripping it apart or whatever. Thanks for resub chilling in tier 1 Poopy. Thanks, Jacob. Hope you're doing well. I'm definitely not doing a cookie tier list, though. I'm not actually a big cookie guy. Hasan made a video 1 hour ago about you disagreeing with him. Okay. Thanks for the resub, snitch.
I don't know how he had an hour's worth of shit to say about it. It's not that big.
It's a really weird thing to disagree on. I should be able to call my audience broke and make them feel bad about their financial situation.
Okay.
Damn it. Thanks for the resub, Kalari. I mean, it's your community, though. You can run it how you want. I was just saying, I think that's in bad taste. Thanks for resub, Psycho. In the membership, nobody.
Okay.
Hasan said if XQC said that to his community was broke, nobody would say a thing, so Poki is a victim, I guess. But it's not really saying that, because every time XQC brings up money, Twitter eats him alive the same way, if not worse than Poki.
That's actually true. They fucking shit on him, but I respect it.
Such as, like, I got your house on...
That's why I said I thought it was kind of based with Pokimane because all their audience poor. It's fucking funny as hell to me. Just like when XQC just doesn't give a shit either. Like, that's funny.
My wrist. That's just categorically wrong. I make fun of XQC every time he does that, too. Everyone does. That's just incorrect. What the fuck? I really feel like you guys...
All right, cool. Is that it? What else we got here?
Thing anyone's ever said. It's a joke that XQC gets away with.
We gotta slow this down. We have to slow this down because we're about to XQC's already double speed. Let's go.
Basis, but again,
bro, I get away with it? What? I don't, bro, hold up. Hold up. I pick and choose how I do it, and I don't get away with this shit. Brother, I get called out with 100,000 likes, fucking Twitter threads, muddle them for fucking hiring a maid and giving them a job, yo. Dude, are you kidding me?
and people in his audience, they look at that. People in his audience will look at that and go, well, that's my favorite streamer. I like him. I know him. I know his background. I know where he's coming from. Okay?
What the hell's the thing?
That's the difference. Hasan printed shirt, $60. The comments have been made before. Exactly.
All right.
Thing anyone.
Yeah, I thought that there's going to be something of value and substance. This was the dumbest thing ever. Like I said, Pokimane made some cookies. They're a little overpriced because she attached her name to it. They don't seem like as bad of a value as I thought originally. They're still too expensive for me to buy. You know, especially since I ate mass quantities. I shouldn't. We try to work on that. But yeah, they're overpriced. People gave her some shit, probably a little disproportionately, but that's how most criticism is online. She should be used to it by now. Then Moistcr1tikal made a video. It was fine, except for the end, hammed it up a little bit. Like, oh, why would you insult her? Like, okay, like it's whatever. She's being stupid. Like, whatever. I feel like there's more important things going on, but that's just me. Then Hasan somehow made an hour video out of it that there's no way I'm going to watch it. There's nothing of substance to it. Complaining, calling it all sexism, blah, 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 blah. Like, Pokimane is like borderline of fucking lolcow, I think. Or maybe I'm overusing that term. No. The sink. She fed into it. She should know better at this point. Like, why make the complaining thing? Whatever. People made content out of it. And then Hasan needed a virtue signal about how everything is sexist. And it's just like, dude, just shut the fuck up. I'm exhausted. Today, I already did like an hour and a half long video about Hasan when Willie Mack was surgically deconstructed him, which would have come out already before this one. Because I think that's a little more important than Cookiegate. But yeah, at the end of the day, to me, when you look at this, it's like almost a problem with the internet. Like, what the fuck what are we fucking doing? Why did you even watch my video on this? This is dumb as shit. Someone important. Anyway, guys, love you. Can't wait to see you back on stream.